Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. This is me, Teacher Kent, and today we're gonna learn some more about how animals are able to adapt to their surroundings. Because last time we already found how animals started to adapt, like how the camels they started to grow humps on their backs in order to get water or to stop drinking water for a long period of time because they live in a desert. Adaptation. Adaptation is how an animal changes itself over a period of time so that the animal can live in his or her environment. So, are you ready? Let's start. Adaptations for self-defense. Now, let me just make my face a little bigger, and I'm just gonna put my face here. Hopefully you can see it. So let's start. Adaptations for self-defense. No, I think let's go back to the previous one. More facts about the diversity of living things. Now, let's start. Adaptations for self-defense. For animals closer to the bottom of the food chain, physical adaptations are important for self-protection. Whether these adaptations help them hide, scare predators, or even taste bad depends on each animal's traits and environments. Take a quick trip around the world to see some amazing animals' abilities to keep them from becoming prey. So, not only do animals have amazing adaptations, these adaptations can help them hide, scare away the predators that try to eat them or fight them, and even taste bad so that the predators they don't want to eat them in anymore in the future. Let's start. This animal is the African spiny mice. The spiny mouse will shed its flesh and skin in a predator's mouth, then run and hide in it when it fully heals in as little as 3 days. With their tiny bodies and thin skin, African spiny mice seem like the perfect prey for desert animals, but the thinness of their skin is actually an effective adaptation that allows these mice to heal almost immediately. While other mice might die from injuries after a bout with a fox or an owl, African spiny mice heal much more quickly than any other mammal. They are able to regenerate skin tissue itself, as well as hair follicles and fur, rather than replace it with scar tissue. Okay, you might not think this is amazing, but think about this. When humans we get hurt, our skin will try to heal itself. However, let's say a bomb exploded and part of your face is thrown away by the bomb. Your skin will try to heal itself, but you will not look the same. What the doctors do, they cut some part of your skin, let's say your butt, and put it on your face so that the butt will grow into your face and you will look a little more normal. These mice, the African spiny mice, they have no problem. They don't need to go to the doctor. Allow me to explain. When it's trying to be eaten by a fox, it will move so that when the fox bites it, it will not bite the heart and the mind, the brain, so it can still live. It will leave behind maybe some chunks of their body, but when they run and they can hide, after a few days or weeks, it will slowly grow back. Not like us humans. When we get a big scar, we get a big wound, the wound will try to heal, but what will replace it is what we call scar tissue, or it will make into a scar. These animals, they don't become scars. They grow back to like nothing happened. And it's a mammal. An amphibian, they do that, but mammal, like us humans, that's an amazing adaptation. Another one, amphibians regrow limbs. You may have heard of a lizard regrowing its tail after losing the original tail to a hawk or cat. But did you know that some amphibians can regenerate other limbs, including jaws or even retinas? Newts and salamanders are the most talented amphibians when it comes to regeneration and are able to escape certain death by abandoning their old body parts. This cute little animal right here is a newt. These animals, they can regrow any part, well, almost any part of their body. When there's an animal like a snake that tries to bite them, the snake must make sure that the animal will be bitten or by the head. If it's just bitten by the tail or the hands or feet, it will just let it be stripped away. It will detach and it will try to run away because the animal knows it will grow again slowly. That's amazing. When us humans, when we cut our arms, that's it. We can't grow them back anymore. Meerkats coloring help them see. Oh, look at these cute little meerkats. Meerkats live in the savanna biome where there are predators everywhere. They live in colonies with one meerkat acting as a lookout for the rest of the group. Scanning long distances throughout the savanna sun is no problem for these little animals since they have dark fur around their eyes that reduce glare, much like eye paint for football players. They can see danger coming from every angle, even before they're spotted by the predators themselves. Now, these cute little animals are called meerkats. Do you remember the old animated movie, The Lion King? Do you remember Timon and Pumbaa? Pumbaa was the boar, the wild boar, or the pig that is in the wild. Timon is a meerkat. This is what Timon looks like in real life. Now, look at the picture. Look at the meerkat. Look at around the eyes. Do you see that it's a bit black compared to the skin, to their fur? It's because these ones will help reduce the sun, sun reflections around their eyes or the glare. Because when they live in a savanna desert, it's very hot. The sun is so strong. However, the blackness of their eyes stops the strong sun, reduces it by a little bit. So they can see danger from far and wide, even before other animals can see the danger. That is another adaptation of the animal, the meerkat. Next, pufferfish expand in size. Pufferfish, also known as blowfish, are easy targets for predators. They are slow and easy to spot in the ocean. However, if a predator gets too close, the pufferfish can ingest water and air very quickly, making them several times larger than their normal size. And if the newly huge pufferfish doesn't scare a predator away, the pufferfish poison will do the job. It releases tetrodotoxin, which makes them taste bad and can kill a larger fish. Okay, this is a puffer fish. I think you've already seen it in many animated shows. It's the fish that when you get close to it or when it gets surprised, it goes very fat and very big, like that, like the one in the picture. Now, not only does it make them grow big, it also makes them it also has a toxin, a poison in them, so that when an animal tries to eat them, the animal might get hurt, might get poisoned, and it can even kill a larger fish, like a shark. If a shark tries to eat this while the fish is big, the shark might die. This is a puffer fish. If I'm This might be a different fish from the ones, but some Japanese people, they call this fugu, if I'm not mistaken. And it takes them 10 years to master cooking this fish because there's a lot of toxin or poison in the body of this fish. Next is red spotted purple butterfly. They mimic pipevine swallowtails. Okay, from a glance, it's difficult to tell the iridescent red spotted purple butterflies apart from pipeline swallowtails. The main difference is in their toxicity. Pipevine swallowtails are poisonous, while red spotted butterflies are not. Their mimicry of the more toxic butterflies keeps red spotted purples safe from birds who might quickly mistake them from their foul tasting counterparts. Okay, there are butterflies that are called pipevine swallowtails, and these types of butterflies are poisonous. So the predators try not to eat them because they don't want to get poisoned. This red spotted purple butterfly, it copies the colors of the pipevine swallowtails so that the predators will also not eat them. But they just copy the color. They don't copy the fact that they are poisonous. Isn't that amazing? It's like a camouflage. Another adaptation is adaptation to catch prey. Not every animal needs to adapt to steer clear of predators. Some animals, especially apex predators, adapt in order to hide from their prey before striking. Others have developed the ability to survive eating toxic animals to stay alive. See how these animals have adapted in unique ways to make sure they can hunt effectively. Oh, it's not just an adaptation to run away. There's also an adaptation for predators or animals that eat other animals to try and hide before the prey so that they can easily catch it more. Like, for example, king snakes. King snakes are immune to venom. King snakes, also known as kings, because they eat other snakes. Sometimes these snakes include highly venomous snakes, like rattlesnakes or cottonmouths. One bite from these smaller snakes would kill another predator. However, king snakes, which are non venomous, have developed an immunity or tolerance to snake venom. This enables king snakes to eat prey that other predators can, which is beneficial in sparsely populated habitats. Oh, these snakes are called king snakes. They are considered the king of all snakes, not because they're the biggest or the strongest, but because they can eat other snakes. And we know that other snakes are poisonous, but the king snake is immune to the poison. However, because it eats other snakes, it doesn't need to have poison. That's why the king snake, when it bites a human, the human will most likely be okay because they have no venom. They have anti venom to hunt other snakes. It's amazing. Octopuses blend in. Octopuses are extremely intelligent and skilled at escaping predators. When they can't outsmart a bigger animal, they quickly change their color to blend into their surroundings. This rapid camouflaging can make octopuses virtually disappear by looking like rocks, coral, or even other sea animals. Look at the picture. If you didn't see a big circle that shows where the octopus is, can you find it? No, most probably not, because the octopus have learned to blend in, to camouflage, so that when a small fish thinks it's a coral reef, it can just jump up and eat the small fish. Tigers disappear in the shadows. Tigers are famous for their beautiful stripes, but those stripes aren't just decoration. They help keep tigers lurk in shadowy jungles. Their stripes camouflage them in the shadow cast by tall trees and branches, making them almost invisible to the unsuspecting prey. Now, when you look at a tiger, you can see it's orange. Not many animals are orange, right? But it has stripes. And you know the types of plants the tiger hides around? Many plants that have many leaves. And when the light is hit by the leaves, it creates many shadows. That's why it's hard to see a tiger if you are not know if there is a tiger, because it will blend in because of the stripes. That's for them to attack unsuspecting prey. Number two. Next type of adaptations is adaptation to survive harsh conditions. Have you ever wondered how animals can live in extreme heat or cold habitats, or how animals have adapted to human intervention in their environment? These incredible animals have both physically and behaviorally adapted to best survive in their surroundings. Oh, some adaptations are not for the prey or the predator. It's just to survive in where they live. Camels. Ah, it's our friend again, the camel. Camels block sand, heat, and starvation. It's easy to think that camels are made for the sand, but in reality, they've successfully adapted to their harsh desert environment over millions of years. Camels have long eyelashes and a third eyelid to keep sand out of their eyes, and wide feet to distribute their weight evenly on the sand. They have thick fur in sun facing parts of their body for shade, and thin fur in other places to allow heat to escape easily, their body to cool off. And don't forget their signature hump, which is full of fat that they can metabolize when there is no food or water. Not just the humps, but the long eyelashes of the camels, they are adaptations to the desert because there's always a strong wind in the desert and the wind carries the sand. It might go into their eyes, so they have adapted to having long eyelashes to stop the sand from going to their eyes. They have also thick fur and not thick fur. They have thick fur to protect from sunlight and not thick fur to allow heat to escape easily. In other way, dolphins help fishermen. Oh, this is a cute dolphin. Dolphins are an example of animals who have adapted to human presence in their environments. In other way, and in some cases, bottlenose dolphins have been known to work with fishermen in a process known as cooperative fishing. The dolphins chase fish to the boats and signal where the fishermen could throw their nets. In exchange, the fishermen allow the dolphins to catch some of the fish they bring to the boat. The cooperative relationship between fishermen and their dolphins can continue for many years. Now, remember, dolphin is not a fish, it's a mammal. That means the dolphin is very smart, class. It helps people. He knows that humans like to get the fish, so the dolphins try to corner the fish. And when they corner the fish, the humans can come and get it. And when they get the fish, the humans will then give to the dolphins so that the dolphins can eat too. That's an adaptation to their surroundings. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, did you learn a lot today? I hope you did. See you next time. Goodbye.